Jings, that's one scary Japan. And very little I can do against it, unless my good friends the Soviets, who are already in position for this, decide to join in. Can we and the Soviets take on the might of Japan, who is not currently in the Axis? Well, we can but try, and I don't want to be screwed out of all of this. Damn, we bled for nothing. I should have gotten that faster. Even if we fight Japan, though, there's no way we can force them to capitulate, because they're all over there. Troublesome. I might just have to leave the Japanese to this. Jake, just pull the trigger. What's the worst that could happen? Lots of bad things could happen. World tension is at 100%, so anybody could be up to anything here. Alright, well, let's get back to the original idea. Soviet Union is justifying against Romania. Even if they call me in, I'm not going to accept anything of theirs. Damn though, Japan, that's scary. Oh, and they're about to join the Axis anyway, so bang goes that. Union of Red Dragons just gotta do what they gotta do. Nothing good will come of this. Okay, things are about to get pretty hairy in the world. And the poor Union of Red Dragons, man, I could have taken on Xinjiang just myself, I imagine. Maybe gotten Mongolia and Tanatu, but not the Soviets involved. I wonder if I can do the same to you. Romania has declared that it has no choice but to accede, and its forces are withdrawn from Bessarabia. It's not that great. I mean, don't know why they get all hung up about it. Now Estonia. There's no end to this. Okay, holy smokes, I don't want you guys over there, heavens no. I want you guys over here. Strategically if you can. Sad music playing for the lack of Red Dragons gobbling up China. That does make me sad. Alright, so there are a few things I'm wondering about this that I'm not entirely sure about. Would I be able to just mosey my way through Soviet Union and enter? Or do I have to call Soviet Union into this? Because I need to take all of this. We certainly have the artillery on our side. Goodbye Luxembourg. Yeah, we'll be plenty fine here. Germany's just like, I'll take everything. No sweat. Nationalists not getting involved as a help out there. For the Allies, that is. Alright, so let's just see what will come of this. So, I could call you in, but I don't want you gobbling up everything again. So we'll see if the enemy wants to just, you know, destroy themselves attacking us. We have the full advantage here. This division can pierce one of one enemy armored division. The enemy has armor? Okay, sure. It's not enough though, you're going to die. That actually saves me the issue of having trouble penetrating myself. A bit nasty throwing everything onto here. But as long as we can make our way down to Kabul, we can be the victors here. Cheers to that. I can finally get some better cavalry, motorized and mechanized. That's not going to help at all. But this will. Support weapons 3. Alright, I'm glad we're a mountaineer. That's helping out. Whew. Yeah, okay, so this cavalry division apparently has some armor involved in it. Yeah, they have a tank. Wow, okay, good on them, I guess. Sadly, they got there before we were able to overrun them. It's alright though. We shall push through. The Afghans want to defend. That's fine. We want to attack. They exhaust themselves. We push on through. We break on through to the other side. And once we open up the front a bit, we can make our way over to Kabul. They will probably collapse. And then we turn our... Oh, what a spiffing gentleman. Iran. I'm sorry, but I'm in a hurry to get some actual land here. You're gonna have to go. Finland accepts Soviet demands. After much debate, the government of Finland has decided to accept Soviet demands for border adjustments. Probably the better choice there. It's not like you're losing up that much. I mean, the real goof spot is... Yeah, all of that. Forget what you gave to the Soviets, it's just wasted land. Oh, actually, 52 iron in a province is... Oh my. Forget that. Soviets should have been forced to fight for that. Silly Finns. So yeah, I want that Iranian oil. Wouldn't mind our nuclear program as well, but we won't be getting that far. Kinda tempted to just leave your faction now, but I'll keep you around just in case. This is troublesome. They're backing up just enough. In fact, they're still backing up. Alright, now we're talking. We get our overwhelming firepower that'll help drive them out. Tanks and armors get breakthrough and we get blitz. I'm sure that won't help us out that much, but perhaps I should be focusing on getting my extra doctrines whilst I still can. So much to consider. Never even bothered with support. Okay, that's what we're having then, improved artillery. Our nuclear program will be the envy of the Eastern world. Alright, from here we can finally spread out a touch. Jake, can you get military access to the USSR? I don't think that would allow me to just jump in this way. Yeah, I can't actually deploy into enemy territory from that. Sorry lads, but I want your everything. They simply didn't build up enough equipment. Look at their numbers, the kind of brownish bar below the green one. Green is organization, brown is their equipment and manpower, and they are lacking in those. Wonder if this is too deadly. Nope, nope, they are getting demolished. That river is not going to help us when we're pounding you from across it. Kabul is too empty. I'm not going to be going around the river for this one. I'm just gunning for it. I don't want them supporting Kabul, but by a similar idea, I don't want it holding out. Oh, they are trying to support it though. Don't let them. Going to be pretty deadly for me, that whole ploughing across the river, but this will keep them in check. Ideological fanaticism get. I want this. I can start this actually, but it would cancel because I wouldn't be at war, so let's go for our doctrines. When I go to war with Iran, I think I'll artificially drag it out just so that I can get my extra research slot because it's that important. Jake, how are the natural resources in your region doing? Okay, well let's have a look at that, shall we? Tungsten, fine. Extra bit of tungsten, even better. Chromium I have no use for. Did I mention I have no use for chromium? And as we make our way through Afghanistan, they have a whole load of 3 chromium. Alright, I don't think that was enough to force them out of this war though. Not quite, but all I need to do is push through and take some more provinces because oh, they have 1 more there. This is worth 5, that is worth 1. They have a national unity of 80, but if I just push through, If I just keep pushing through, I reckon we'll have this. And nice, I'm not losing absolutely everybody again. You know, maybe it's worth actually starting a new production line. I have aluminium. I can start producing you. Just a wee touch. Wait, I thought I had some aluminium. Okay, one of it is getting exported. Go figure. Well, we only need one to get a starting production line going there. Guns or bigger guns? That's what we'll go with. Strike them whilst they have low org. Oh wait, no, they're retreating, so that's fine. We'll just make our way through, break on through to the other side. Could be using a battle plan here, but I also could not. Graveyard of empires, my foot. Honestly, what I should be having though are more units, but I might want to consider getting some motorized ones on the go. They are expensive, but they are extremely maneuverable. Look at that, 12 kilometers per hour. Maybe if I just get one of you backed with artillery, and I just have you as my speedy division, who are good at cutting people off. That's still not very good, because unless I have a nice train, it's no use. No, I think we focus on training more inf art. Jake, did you play the Black Ice mod? No, I did not. We break on through to the other side. Jing's not much more, and they're just going to crumble. Well aware that I'm leaving myself a pocket here, but I'm also well aware that the enemy has no troops to resist me with. Iranian workers, your liberation is near. Yeah, quite literally, I'm pushing my way through here. Losing less than 1,000 men here. The population is rather high, and that's the main thing I'm coming for. Certainly not your wonderful pastoral grounds. There we go. There we go. 98%. Touch more and they gone. There we go. I think I'll just take it all. I've got to remember not to leave that faction or else I don't have supply limit through here. Okay, well, no sense worrying about it. We'll just set up our line with Iran. They'll be a bit harder to take down. Bigger, stronger, more aggressive. Better mustaches. Whew. Raza Shah Pahlavi. Sorry, Obi-Dobi, but your people are going to die. I also got a few more factories with which to trade away. I've got 7 hanging free, and I'm definitely going to need quite a bit of support equipment, so let's focus on that. I have a deficit of steel and aluminium, so I'm just going to have to trade out for those. Who will trade? My good friend in the Soviet Union. We'll have another bit of Soviet steel, please. And aluminium, France. Does Soviet Union really not have any? Of course they do. Of course they do. Jake, connect your land through the British Raj. I would love to. I really would. But there are a few things that I need for that. One is military police. which really I should research, but I'm working on my nuclear project. How could I not do that? 1.7k. Is that all I get out of a population of 1 million? $3.43k. Oh right, no, I'm looking at maximums here. 9.8k, 3.45k. Okay. There are still people to press here. Gotta keep in mind that I'm gonna need space for my nuclear reactors, but these military factories are necessary here and now. No template for support equipment, but I will figure one out later. I just want to amass some at the moment. Jake, is Iran next? Iran is, of course, next. They still have a wee bit of time though, they've got a couple of months yet. So glad I'm defending my capital with 1 unit. Japan is terrifying though. If I brought in, excuse me, if I brought in the Soviets, Japan could well get smashed. But the issue is it would be a world war, and the Soviets would then be fighting all of this. Now granted the Germans are slowing down here, but danger. I want to be the one that crushes the Soviet Union and nukes Moscow. But we need to build up first, and that means Iran and probably Iraq. I think we shall get going with Iraq as well. They need to burn. Mosul will be ours. Wonder if this might be a bit premature for fabricating, but I'll do it anyway. I have quite a number of units though. We don't have much of a defense going on here. We do have the mountains, thankfully, but it's not all that much. Even if I were to cleave my way through their country, yeah, it would stretch my lines nastily thin. Oh well, can't be all take and no give. Some people are gonna have to give their lives for this. That manpower is gonna run out though. It's been teetering on the edge for a while. Service by requirement won't keep me going forever. All those adults will have to serve at some point. Which would actually double my amount of manpower. Soviet Union gunning down Finland. Are Finland going to join the Allies? They well could, since world tension is through the roof. And that would put the Soviet Union at war with, well, a lot. I'm going to hold off on this, I think, unless there's more than 70 days between now and Iran. There are not. I'm going to hold off on that, because I can take this technology sharing when I'm at war and I'm in a faction. So, once we go to war, I'll be able to get that extra tech slot. And then another once I liberate Iran of their many factories. I'm not sure how many it'll be. Okay, so poor Romania is having to give up a whole load. Legendary Romania. Bitter dispute. What, 'cause they love Hungary more? They're all in the Axis. They're all buddies here. Right, Germany has made it around the line that I hate to pronounce. But we've got better artillery. Rocket artillery? Why are you so good? Rocket artillery is less accurate and has much lower sustained rate of fire than batteries of traditional artillery guns. However, they have the capacity of simultaneously hitting a target with multiple rockets for devastating effect. But it needs to be towed, right? And the defense isn't so hot. Soft attack is pretty great, but I think this is what I want. Great defense, like 25% more soft attack. Ah, yeah, I can get behind that. I just want everything. Okay, but military police are going to be necessary at some point, so I need to get them researched now. Jake, is there a way to get military access from the Raj so you can leave the Comintern? Yeah, I could conquer them.
Excuse me.
I swear this whole country makes me sick. Okay, what do we got going on? Still want better weapons. I'm going to want weapons 3 eventually. Might as well be prepared for that. Then again, some better support battalions would also help out. Engineers would allow me to entrench. Recon would... these guys would all allow me to do better overall. Field hospital would cost a lot of manpower, but simultaneously save it. I want all of these. Soon we can get atomic at the very least, but once atomic is done, I'm probably going to need to research secret weapons. Jake, use PP. You're right, but there's not terribly much I want to invest in. Okay, political power gain, that's not really what we're looking for at the moment. National unity isn't going to help since we have one undefended area. Armor, air, naval AA, nope, none of that's helping out. None of this is helping out. I could limit my exports, so I throw away less of it to market, but I barely have any exports to speak of. And I don't have the requirements to fulfill any of these, so bah. Still though, 20 days and Iran is going to have to go down. Looking at it, they have all the good defense. Finland joined the Axis? Sorry, Soviet Union, you're on your own. Unless Finland capitulate momentarily. You guys had an agreement, Reich and Soviets, and you decided to just spit in it all. Well, this is going to pit the Soviets against the Axis while the Axis are still fighting a war on 2 fronts. Well, 1.5 fronts. Which could well mean I'll have my opportunity to jump on Japan. But the Soviets have plans to attack from where I am. I ain't joining your call to arms, not in a million years. A lot of Axis leanings going on. It's dangerous times for the world. Trouble is, I just can't. I can't leave them, or else I won't have any access for supply from my capital. And granted, if I went to war with them, I'd be able to punch through Xinjiang. I guess it's the Soviets who I'd end up attacking. Okay, Iran. Sure hope you don't join some, well, anyone whilst I do this. That would be dangerous. Because you could well join a faction when I fight you. But Afghanistan did it, I just have to hope you don't either. So, let us conquer. And with that, I can do my technology sharing. Wonderful. So, are they going to attack me? Do I have to attack them? Let's test the waters, shall we? We've got good numbers and good attack, but I don't think it's sufficient to knock these fellows out. But I gotta pierce through somehow. Gotta break on through to the other side. I'm not about to tell them to enact their entire plan because I'm told it is disadvantageous, minus 70% if I do the plan. Okay, we managed to push them out here. Those guys want to arrive in 2 days. I'm going to arrive in 3 days. That says delay them. Give it a day or so of fighting. We should be able to arrive in time. We still don't have mountains to defend with. At least we have something. They're still arriving there. They'll be in 1 day and 10 hours. We'll be there in 1 day 13 hours. Keep them delayed. Keep them in their place. Qing's it is... oh, damn, that didn't go so hot, did it? No, they just popped in for a wee snack. We'll be there in 3 hours. If you wish to fight, bring it on. Tricky thing about this is that I'm advancing a wide front that I can't really hold. They probably can. They have a lot more units. We've got 19. They have explicitly more than us. Could always call in Soviet Union, but then if things get super hairy, I just don't want to call in Big Brother Soviet Union. If they join a faction, though, I'm more or less stripped of options. But if I just grab this, I'll be able to seal off all of this for myself. Their national unity is high and their country is large, but I just need to snip them in the right way. Actually, he's pathetically weak. I could just go 1, 2, 3 and then have it. Again, he's trying to reinforce. I just need to keep them in their place. Acceptable. Still waiting on those guys to be combat ready. Jake DDR blind is in chat again. Oh, so he is. Alright, what was I doing here? Wouldn't mind having some mountains of my own here. Yugoslavia is part of the Allies as well, so the Reich, they've got a lot on their plate now. Who's going to win between them and the Soviets? It's a USSR breaks the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. German leaders may have been planning an attack themselves, but the world will never know. They are now rapidly mobilizing to deal with this new threat. They're going to have to mobilize a lot faster than that, I'd rather think. So the Soviets are going to have that in the bag. Dangerous times, but we got to do what we got to do to keep ourselves safe here. I'm surprised I'm beating you. Is there not a river here? Not that our org is looking all that great, but if we do, well, I guess you don't have any mountains to speak of there. Alright, sweet. If they're going to leave gaps, I'm going to be here to fill them in. This is going to be a lot of losses for my units. There's no way around that. Perhaps I should enact some stricter laws. All adults serve in my country. Alright. Jumping face first into that mountain is not a good idea. But we're opening up a front that they're going to struggle to defend. Sadly, we're not in particularly great defendable territory here. But they have their own weaknesses. Send them packing. Let's not open up gaps for the enemy to take advantage of. Jake, where is El Salvador? El Salvador got freedomed. I could probably even cut these guys off completely. Well, maybe a little harder than I think. They've got quite a line going there. They have no city for supply. Would be rough, but I could probably get 5 or so units marching up there. to take care of that. It's just a shame that my own troops are not in the most defendable locations.